Today, our guest is the parliamentary candidate from Surakhani 2nd Election Constituency 31 and the Azerbaijan People Front Party Chairman Ali Kerimli. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. How is your election campaign going on? What challenges did you face? My election campaign in Election Constituency 31 is going on successfully. I've held 9 meetings with the voters up to now. There will be 2 more meetings till the end of campaign. The attendance in these meetings is very high. Moreover, the employees of my election office campaign door to door and talk with the voters. Our election campaign covered all the constituency and its voters. So my campaign in Constituency Election Commission 31 is going on successfully. But as a whole, the election campaign in our country is going on negatively. First, unlike the previous elections, the opposition leaders stayed out of campaign. The leaders of political parties and coalitions were not provided with free airtime. In 2005, 4 election coalitions were registered. 3 of them were opposition, and their free airtime was devoted to the debates between them. But now, the opposition election campaign coalitions were not reached. The Yeni Azerbaijan Party, ruling party, refused free airtime. All these actions are aimed at creating single-party system in the country. Secondly, we were not allowed to hold mass meetings. When we appealed to the get permission to hold mass meetings on October 10th, they refused to give permission, citing the campaign had not started. Then again we appealed permission on October 17th, and this time they said that the candidates can individually meet with the voters, but they didn't allow to hold a mass meeting as coalition. So it was the second biggest risk. You are conducting door-to-door campaign, meeting with the voters. How is the state of residence? As in the whole Azerbaijan, the great part of the residents in our election constituency is poor. In fact, they have elementary social problems. In winter, they face gas problems. Besides, all the people are disappointed with the general policy in the country. During this election campaign, I made once again sure that the government is aware how they are approached by the people. Earlier we thought that they have wrong imagination, but now we know that they are aware of the real situation. That's why they restricted the election campaign. Actually, the absolute majority of the people is disappointed with the government policy. Corruption. Everyone is aware of corruption. Problems in education system, health, police, judicial and executive systems disappoint the people. The position of the majority of the population coincides with that of the opposition. Despite the TV broadcasting works in favor of government, all administrative resources are at the disposal of the government. They are afraid to compete with us. That's why they refuse to register 60% of our candidates. Azerbaijan People Front Party and Musavat Coalition has only candidates in 42 election constituencies. And what about the Karabakh problem? Is it more important for the people or the social problems? Of course, Karabakh problem remains #1 problem for everyone, but it should be admitted that this problem remained unchanged for a long while, and so daily problems hurt the people much more. And it seems as if the society has been adapted to the Karabakh problem. There are people who were children at the beginning of this conflict, and now they are mature people. And when one sees the problem permanently, he becomes adapted to it. Azerbaijan is in this situation now. No one is satisfied with the loss of Karabakh. If you ask, this is the #1 problem for all. But it seems the government has adapted the people to live with this problem. That's why social problems, justice problems, irritate the people. Because on one side they see the luxurious life of the minority. On the other side, millions of people seek ways to support their family, their children. Therefore, the people are more concerned about poverty, employment, unemployment, and injustice. Some experts blame the opposition for their inability to protect their votes, rather than gaining votes. And if you gain majority of votes, but don't become a parliamentarian, will you be able to protect your votes? Let's divide this question into 2 parts. First, let's figure out what is the protection of votes. It doesn't mean you should form an armed troop, guard the ballot box, and fight with the police when they arrive. If the authorities at state level state that they will falsify the elections, it is physically impossible to put handcuffs on them. But if you mean to defeat the government by legal ways, I did it in 2005. In 2005 elections, the government used all administrative resources to falsify elections in my constituency. Nonetheless, I won the elections by defeating the ruling party candidate. Despite all the provocations, I legalized the results with the protocols. Then the police were ordered to hold an operation and steal all ballot boxes. As you know, BBC shot an hour-long documentary about the elections in Azerbaijan. 7 minutes of the documentary focused on the election constituency 31, where I ran. They explained how the police stole the ballot boxes, how the ballot papers were misplaced. Well-known newspapers like Guardian, Washington Post spoke about the law violations in my constituency. Kerimli issued an order on dismissing the executive head of the district from his position. The election constituency was annulled. 15 school directors faced criminal proceedings, and my victory was approved. But 20 days later, the Constitutional Court announced the results without giving any justification. Now you see that I used all legal ways. Then you can say whose fault it is. I reiterate again that I will monitor my constituency very strictly. The world will focus on this election constituency. Therefore, we will not let them falsify elections. They should either announce my victory or use military force and falsify elections, because they will not be able to do it in a civil way. The elections are rigged again. What will Azerbaijan Popular Front Party and Soviet coalition do next? We will use all possible ways within the framework of the Constitution. First, legal procedures. Complaints first to Central Election Commission, then to Court of Appeal, Supreme Court and European Court of Human Rights. Secondly, we will use our constitutional right and hold peaceful mass protest meetings. In a few days, we will appeal to Baku Executive Administration to get permission to hold mass meetings. If the elections are fair, we will not hold protest meeting, of course. But if they are not fair, we will hold protest meeting on 9th November. So we will use all democratic elections. So you will hold a protest meeting if the elections are rigged. We have made a relevant initial decision. But of course, after the elections, we will again assess the elections and we will hold meeting if there is need and the situation demands. Thank you for coming to our studio. Today our guest was the parliamentary candidate from Surakhana second election constituency 31 and Azerbaijan Popular Front Party chairman Ali Kerimli.